Well, this in real life, because I'm going to have a hot flash while we sit here. Watch. Don't believe me, just watch. All right, let's go. What's up?
Hey, roommates. I am here with my bestie, Gail, to chat about the ups and downs and everything in between with menopause and VMS. Not only is she my bestie, she's also my patient. That's how we met and became girlfriends.
Awkward.
So Gail, let's get into our menopause chat. Can you tell me a little bit about the first time you had a hot flash?
First time, Dr. Witt, I think I told you about it. It actually felt like my neck and my head was on fire. I'm walking past other men, animals, veggies, fruits, and I would just have moments of just hotness that were like uncontrollable. All of a sudden, I would go ice cold. So I didn't know what that was, but when I came to you initially, because it was in my early 40s, you were like, oh, you're just peaking sexually. So I was thinking like, well, all right, girl.
What she's talking about is during the transitional years, you can have a surge of hormones that lead to an increase in sex drive. I'm talking about an increase that is beyond your wildest dreams because you will not have had a sexual drive like this in years, basically since the 20s. Once you got past the surge and you started having hot flashes and night sweats, how inconvenient was that for you sometimes?
Well, it was very inconvenient. It's just more to it than just sweating. Like I'm having a hot flash right now.
Right,
Here it comes.
Where's your fan?
Here it comes. I mean, I'm serious. I'm in the midst of a hot flash right now. So it comes, and then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 minutes from now, I'll be ice cold.
I am so grateful that you did not leave me out of the mini fan club. I take this thing everywhere I go. This just comes in handy. So can you give the roommates any tips with how you got over the embarrassment of having a hot flash out in public?
Well, usually there will be someone around me and they'll make little, quick jokes, or I'll make a joke about it. So I'm not really embarrassed about it anymore because I try to do the things not to have them come on.
Right.
So if we know we're gonna go to an event and I don't wanna sweat, I will not have an alcoholic beverage or anything of that nature because I know as soon as I take a sip, I promise you it's like the hot flashes are like a monkey on my back, like this, like drink it up, drink if you want, drink if you want.
Alcohol will give you a hot flash surge.
Oh my gosh. Some of the other things that I've experienced is like the hair loss and the hair shedding and the fatigue and the fogginess.
You can't stay focused. There is an inability to concentrate. And again, that is a normal thing that is in menopause. Now, how do you think your vasomotor symptoms have affected your relationship with your husband?
Okay, so let me tell you something. When you first told me about VMS, I was like, are we gonna be talking about vaginal moisture? Because that's a problem for me.
Right.
I used to be embarrassed about it. I'm not anymore because it's something I think that all women will experience or are experiencing. But once you find little remedies and ways around that, most husbands won't know, and mine doesn't. He doesn't know. As long as you keep your little lubricant, little KY, oh, that's one of my best friends. And you kind of feel the moment coming on. It's like, I'll be right back. Let me use the restroom. And you can tell them you're using the restroom. You got to tell them everything. But you go in and you use that, the flavored kind. I think they like those.
Oh my goodness. Do tell.
Cherry, baby.
TMI. Now, how did your partner handle your mood swings during the transition into menopause?
So I don't know if he knew it was actual menopause. I think he just thought she's just having a day. It's kind of like the hot flashes, because 1 minute I'm happy and I'm laughing, and I promise you 10 minutes later I'm giving you the cat eyes like, and then I could be crying the next second, and then I'm back laughing again. But he's been great about it, and I think usually when I'm having a moment, he'll just get up and he'll like, hey, I'm gonna go out and smoke a cigar or something. Like, I'm gonna go meet some people. I'm gonna go
give you
watch
some
the game
time to yourself.
To give me my time. I do think with the menopause, I thought I could control my emotions more. Now I'm at that age and at this period of my life, if I have to cry, I just cry.
And I think that is a good way to handle that.
Yeah.
Can you please share with our roommates advice you would have given yourself before reaching the transitional years?
I would say, roommates, to take care of your bodies now. If you exercise, or if you don't exercise, I would say start to exercise, even if it's just a light walk, some yoga, stretching. I would also try to eat right. Maybe not have 2 pieces of bread, maybe have a half a piece of bread. Instead of 5 cocktails, 2 cocktails. So you still want to live and have a good time, but to do that, you still have to take care of yourself.
When you look good, you feel good. And we live by that.
I'm 56, but I still feel like I'm 26.
Right.
So I am trying to age gracefully. How about that?
I love the fact that you talk about aging gracefully, because I think that it is so important to embrace the fact that we are getting older, and we have to accept a lot of the things that are happening to us. Earlier, you talked about hair loss. Instead of being frustrated, you lean into what are some of the things I can do to make myself more beautiful. Hair by itself is not making you beautiful.
First, I was stressing about it, but now I'm to the point I'm like, I can wear a wig, I can wear extensions. There are ways if you talk to a hairstylist.
And you have a million cute hats.
I sure do. I will wear a hat and a scarf in a minute. So I know we're not gonna have hot girl summer every year, and that's okay. Don't take it so seriously, because there's only so much we can do, and there's only so much that we can change with ourselves. So I would say still be kind to yourself.
It's understanding what is natural and the natural way that the body ages.
I actually look at that as a privilege and an honor at this point in my life. You start to appreciate some of the changes in your body. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Right.
It's just a part of life.
You are going through a season.
It's a season.
And I assure you, you will get through it, and the season will be behind you. Thanks so much again, roommates, for joining us, joining my best friend, Gail. We have enjoyed our time with you today, and make sure you subscribe to the Shade Room's YouTube channel.